Welcome to Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, the War and Peace Report. I'm Nermeen Sheikh. Amy Goodman is on assignment and will return on Monday. South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley has reportedly accepted President-elect Donald Trump's offer to be the ambassador to the United Nations, making her the first woman to be picked for his cabinet. The first 5 appointments were white men. Haley, the daughter of Indian immigrants, has almost no foreign policy experience except for making 8 trips overseas to discuss economic development opportunities. During the presidential race, she supported Florida Senator Marco Rubio, but later said she voted for Trump. If confirmed by the Senate, she would be replaced by South Carolina Lieutenant Governor Henry McMaster, a major ally of Trump. This comes as Trump has reportedly asked retired neurosurgeon and 2016 Republican presidential candidate Ben Carson to consider taking the position of Secretary of Housing and Urban Development. Carson has no government experience and no experience with housing or urban policy. Trump held an on-the-record meeting with reporters and editors at the New York Times office Tuesday after briefly canceling the meeting earlier that morning. In the interview, Trump said he would not seek to prosecute Democratic presidential candidate and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, despite spending months threatening to jail her and inciting crowds to chant, lock her up, during his campaign. At the Times building, Trump also defended his chief strategist, Stephen Bannon, claiming he did not think Bannon was racist, but instead thought he was a decent guy. Nevada Senator Harry Reid has called Bannon a champion of white supremacists, and the Southern Poverty Law Center has called Breitbart Media, which Bannon headed, a, quote, white ethno-nationalist propaganda mill, unquote. Trump also attempted to distance himself from white supremacists who have celebrated his victory, including during a white supremacist conference over the weekend, in which participants used the Nazi salute and quoted Nazi propaganda in the original German. Meanwhile, CNN is under fire over a segment on white supremacist Richard Spencer, during which the lower third on CNN's screen read, quote, alt-right founder questions if Jews are people, unquote. Spencer has said he has a psychic connection with Donald Trump. After widespread backlash, CNN called the caption, quote, poor